In a remote corner of Borneo, hidden in a patch of protected jungle, there's a school for baby orangutans.
Very often, we receive orangutans that have spent their whole life in captivity and that they have never been able to climb a tree.
Rescued from the illegal pet trade, all of them have lost their mothers.
It might sound like, impossible that an orangutan doesn't know how to climb, but this is how some of the orangutans come to us. They have to learn the most basic thing, which is climbing a tree. This is how this process of rehabilitation is so challenging, because you are dealing with orangutans that don't know anything about being an orangutan. They have to learn to be an orangutan. And some of them are even afraid of heights. The process of learning is happening every single day. I mean, we call it an orangutan school, and it might sound like a humanized thing to say, but actually this is a real school. The orangutans are learning from each other. The keepers, they can only help the environment so that they will learn faster, but they will not be able to teach them. They are not really the teachers. What they can do to facilitate this learning process is make sure that they spend as much time as possible on the top of the tree. This is basically the learning process of the school. Up there, everything else will come.
After a long school day, it's time to go home. And this is their school bus.
Go, up. Come on. Yeah. Hold on. Wow.
These orphans are still too young to spend the night alone in the forest.
Hello.
They don't know how to find food, how to build a nest, or even keep dry in a rainstorm. They still have countless things to learn before they're ready to go it alone, graduate, and one day be released back into the wild.
Okay, let's go. Whoa, it's so heavy. It's impossible not to love an orangutan when you spend time with an orangutan. They are very intelligent, they have a lot of feelings, very similar to our feelings. It's impossible not to get attached to them. Yeah? They will try to reach out to you, and they will try to touch you, and they will try to be, hugging you. It's normal that they need some kind of physical contact. Don't forget that these orangutans, they are, in the first years of their lives, they spend most of their time clinging onto their mothers. So when they are attached to humans, they want to get this comfort from us. And you have to learn to let them go, because you have to make sure that they are not going to be dependent on you. And that's why, we try to encourage them to be together. And a lot of the times they take other buddies and they are hugging them all the time, and they hug each other because this is comfort for them. They will have the chance to learn from each other until the point when we consider that they are ready to be released into the wild, and then they are taken to the forest to be released. And every time that you rescue an orangutan, it's a bittersweet feeling because you feel good that you have given this orangutan maybe another chance. But at the same time, it's hard to think that every time that we have an orangutan here, it means that maybe one more orangutan has been killed, the mother has been killed, and the many other orangutans that we aren't able to rescue as well might have been killed. What it really breaks my heart is to see that we are failing to save the habitat of these orangutans. Orangutans are refugees in their own ecosystem.
In the last 2 decades, nearly 80% of their habitat has been burned to the ground. At the current rate of destruction, orangutans could be fully extinct in just 10 years.
There wouldn't be any point for me standing here if there was no hope. I think the reality is that there are many orangutans out there and that we are still in the moment of time that we can do something about it.
Pulang, pulang.
For these 3-year-olds, today is a special day. They've outgrown the nursery. And this morning, their school bus is going to take them someplace they've never been before. This will be their first day in the real forest. These trees are taller than any they've ever seen. But here, they'll learn to climb even higher and how to build a nest for the night. For these orphans, a new chapter in their lives begins on the road back to the wild.